Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. Once again, the stack beckons. It's another stack, so we'll get right in it with Marvel issue number 2 of Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. The writer is Gene Luen Yang. Marcus To is the artist. Back in the old days, Shang-Chi used to be in another book, The Master of Kung Fu. The more Bruce Lee vibe to it, Kung Fu exploitation movie kind of feel. His father was Fu Manchu. Marvel changed that because you can't own a copyright, a public domain character, and Fu Manchu's been in the public domain forever. So he used to work for MI6, and he worked with Black Jack Tar and what's the other one's name? Liko Wu. And Clive Reston, her husband. They used to have this weird little thing going on between the three of them. So anyways, they come back. Hey, we need you for a mission. We need you for a mission. And never trust anyone from MI6. It's still a good book, though. I'll put that there. Alright, next up, Sonic the Hedgehog, number 52. They still have not put my granddaughter's drawing in the comic book, but whatever. Story and art by Evan Stanley. Inks by Rick Mack and Maria Keane. And when last we left everyone, Metal Sonic had shown his face. And the new kid on the block, Kit Tsunami, Kit the Fennec. He does water stuff. So we always like that. So Metal Sonic is a jerk to Belle. Go pick on our baby child. That's not a good idea. Sonic has Fennec do it, or Kit the Fennec do his thing. And then someone steals a bunch of tech from Robotnik, Eggman, what are we going to call him? What do they call him in this? We'll go by that. Dr. Eggman. So, yeah, someone steals a bunch of his stuff, and we'll see where the evil goes then next time. Alright, here we go. Issue 8 of Spider-Man. Didn't take long before we got a stupid cover. Yeah, anyways. Number 8, if when last we... Zeb Wells is the writer, John Romita Jr. is the penciler, Scott Hanna is the inker. When last we left Peter was falling to his death because the Vulture had had enough. And he manages to save himself, but the Vulture is still after him. Costume gets shredded. He calls Norman, because Norman has a new suit for him. And the new suit has like spider bombs and Green Goblin glider, but it's a spider glider, and it's like I don't get it. I'm like, is he Spider-Man or the Green Goblin? What's going on here? I'm assuming there's a new toy to sell. So, and his new suit's got a screen on the front, so he can change it from his traditional to little smiley face emojis. I'm like, okay. So he catches the Vulture. He takes a job with Norman Osborn. I'm assuming within the next couple of months, this is just going to go tits up. So we'll see. Finally, the Blue Flame is returned with issue number 9, chapter 9. So Sam's cleaning up his act, working for his sister at the market. He's still trying to defend humanity. Our writer is still Christopher Cantwell. Adam Gorham is the artist. This issue had been a long time coming. His sister gets married. His girlfriend kind of thing, the reporter, shows up, and they go more into detail about why the kids shot the brigade. And some of those answers are just horrifying. So, then they said the worst thing that you ever see in a comic book, the bottom box says, to be concluded. I have no idea how they think they're going to wrap this up in an issue, and how many months it's going to take before we get the issue, because this took a long time. Speaking of, about to go into a hard R rating for the next comic book, we have brought back Gun Honey! Oh, we do love Gun Honey. Writer Charles Ardai, artist Ang Hor Kang, and someone is trying to frame our delightful gun hunting. Who want to frame something like that? Shame on them. She's a good girl. But she has to find out who's after her, pull in a few favors, you know, like any good detective novel, which is really what these are. They're like a detective novel. It's like pulp noir. And but we get a really hot girl that's got a big gun. So we're glad that she's back. We had no idea that it was the top-selling indie comic of the year last time it came out. So I wasn't surprised. This is a great book. Go get it. It's just number 1. I hate this place. Issue 4. I hate it. So we have Kyle Starks as the creator-writer, Artyom Topolin as the creator-artist, and the Horned Man has arrived. The Horned Man has arrived, and they are not doing well. Dante Howitzer's got some big growth on his neck. The girls are running with him. There's a really big spider that can cut shotguns in half. There's a parked car full of money, and the guy's after the parked car full of money. And I mentioned that the woods are full of monsters. So the woods are full of monsters. And they left us hanging again. So, and there's a cute little Gabby and Trudy before the ranch. So I hope this sticks around for a while. I'm having a good time with this book. I hate these things. I hate this place. There's a different title, but we can't say it. They'll just bleep it. All right, number 3 of 5 of the Sins of the Black Flamingo. When last we left our young man with writer Andrew Wheeler, artist Travis Moore, and Harlow was dead last issue. Harlow, not dead, knows Voodoo Woman who taking care of business. And then he goes to find the angel, and the angel is still there. And, well, it's just easier to show you. They kind of like each other. So, like I said, it's an interesting book. It's a weird story, and just wicked gay. So, take it as you will. It's a great story. I like it. And we get a little back story for Harlow, which is nice. And we'll see what happens with Black Flamingo next issue. I see a bunch of dudes who forgot their shirts. That's what I'm seeing for next issue. Alright. Task Force Z number 11. They tell us there's going to be 12. And where's my title? There we are. Matthew Rosenberg is the script. Eddie Barrows is the pencils. Aber Ferreira is the inks. And last time, Bloom resurrected Gotham. Gotham's the name of a big muscle hero, and his sister is Gotham Girl. So it's Gotham and Gotham Girl. Gotham's dead, Gotham Girl ain't. And Bloom has still got the best lines in the book. Things like, I know I may look like a gangly, floral-themed skeleton man, but, well, I guess there is no but. Because he is exactly that, a gangly, floral-themed skeleton man who has invented the Lazarus resin. This is what's bringing all the superheroes and supervillains back. Red Hood's got to stop everybody. Everyone thought that he killed Bane, but it was actually Gotham with the Lazarus serum. Man-Bat's back. Gotham Girl's back. I don't know that much about him. Bloom managed to get himself into the armory, so he's got a bunch of new toys. And Solomon Grundy has the second best line where Jason is throttling Two-Face, Harvey Dent, just throttling him. And then when he's done and he walks away, Harvey says, You just stand there and let him choke me? Solomon Grundy's answer, yes. So, it's a fun book. If it's really over in the next issue, I'll be sad. I'll get used to it. Maybe they'll bring it back if it makes enough money. So we'll have to see how it goes, but it's a good fun book. Here's a big one. Beware the Eye of Odin. Was it the last one?
Yep.
It is the last one. Last book, kids. Beware the Eye of Odin with the... Is it a wraparound cover? Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. Yep. Big old wraparound cover. The artwork in this stuff is gorgeous. Doug Wagner, or Wagner. I don't know how he pronounces it. Tim Odland is the artist. And when last we left our hero, he was going to leave his friends behind, the one-armed blacksmith and the girl who says she's a Valkyrie and talks to a mouse. And he was going to fight trolls. Trolls are big. Trolls are super wicked big. But then he gets saved by the one-armed blacksmith and the girl who thinks she's a Valkyrie. They take that troll right out. So they have to fight all the trolls by themselves, 3 of them, and she tells one of them won't live to see the next day. And we're like, well, we can't get rid of people like that. That's not going to work. And then they see the feather that falls drifting from the sky because their young lady, their friend who said she's a Valkyrie, was telling the truth. And it's just one huge fight after that. Valkyrie's beating the crap out of trolls. And this is a great book. I can't wait for the next one. So there you are, stack of books. Sophie, Fiona, you did not come over today because last weekend we had super mega sleepover, 4 days. So you have to go back to school tomorrow, so I pity you for that. I hope you have a good time at school. I hope everything is fine with that. If you're in the Kalamazoo area, Fanfare still has their 20% discount, $5 a year, get you 20% off every book that goes into your hands that are new books. So I save lots of money when I get a stack like this. So till next week, I'll see you again with some more comic books. Go read a comic book. Goodbye.